哪里发的担心是，但是雷现在点技术加分了，有些人他们都还就是拿嘛，不然比那么多嘛。我也顾不他们家里面不都是拿他的，是吧？
就让这些里面搞这些的，你手里面养，家里给对的，好了，你们老家也都养不？
养嘛，养嘛，
啊对，养嘛，养嘛，一两个不要，然后不能那里面搞嘛呀。
你看俺有那我们活了，我们重新搞了这个巴斯比亚的，完结我们巴斯比亚，你看我们那个是玩好过没
？You got to be willing to take the risk.
Both down. So goodbye, Regnankaria.
Yeah, it's an embarrassing flop on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Getting that across the shallows as well, usually it's fairly simple to do. I think they want to top off over towards the bridge. But I think in that scenario, most teams have got these areas locked down. It's not the easiest game to play out, but we head up towards that northeast side, and suddenly things get a little bit more difficult, a little bit more interesting. We're a big feature in this one, but Thundertalks having this compound on the north side of it can cut out a lot of teams that want to come through on that western edge. DRX is going to struggle as they wrap around that high ground over towards Ida, who will have those nice sight lines. I'm more surprised by the fact that Scarface, as well as Ketch, have been able to live this long on Fireflux just on 2 players. That's fantastic work for them.
In fact, been biding their time. Saw an opportunity here to attempt to engage from underneath the bridge with the nades. One out directly on target. Romeo as well being hit, so he goes down. Effectively just a duo. You can see he's back towards the bridge side, not really in a great position whatsoever. And for the Falcons, vehicles to play with, good split, all 4 players alive. Smile priming the nade. Resetting that one until he sees an opportunity to actually get some chip damage off with it if they go for the crash down towards the bridge. DRX as well, finally getting revenge on Fireflux.
Scarface going down there is a bit rough. Ketch should be running into Reefus from APG soon. The rest of the team's a little bit further over towards his northeast, trying to hold out versus Team Secret, as well as the split Weibo Gaming. Falcons just rock over towards Noxian Red Force, and Narvalo's Elite's able to find one of them, but it was a quick descent into disaster here for the Falcons.
And this could go even worse quite quickly. They're attempting to pick up the pieces. Doxy goes down with Narvalo responding, but look how low he is. DBS in the hands of Binny as well. Baiting out on the angle. A single shot is all that's required. Just trying to peek into it. Seeing if he can swing round, dips behind the vehicle to stay alive. Alpha as well, shutting down Team Secret in the meantime.
It's good from Gaming. They've been waiting for that push for a long time there. Finally make it work. Now they can start thinking about their next moves. Narvalo heads in, and what a performance so far from Narvalo. The rest of the team did not find the same kind of look, but again, it's like one of those scenarios where we had hoped the Falcons would make a more aggressive push over towards the bridge, now over towards Thundertalks. Yes, there's an opportunity to push through here, but it's likely that Noxian Red Force is holding these angles. Even so, it's not the full squad from Noxian Red Force which is able to tear you apart. It's a little bit of a limp approach from the Falcons. Next circle pops over towards Weibo. A big old split coming through from Alter Ego, who have all 4 players alive. Now, boys placed them in Dark Horse territory, but I think me and you are kind of clear in favor of Alter Ego, enjoying their rotates. Max brought up a good point to me earlier, saying perhaps their playstyle's unsustainable. My only counter to that is that I still think they would have done great even on the games where maybe they didn't deserve to get all the points in the world because it was off the back of team mistakes, but I still think that they would have got great placements, great points in those games regardless, just because of the way they played them.
I think it's been very heads-up PUBG Mobile from them. Super cerebral gameplay. A lot more positives than really negatives to highlight whatsoever. Krypton here as well, even being able to snatch away the last man there. So Narvalo goes down 4 Falcons. We do still have 2 solos, actually the 3 solos alive. Easy's still inside the little shed, bunkered down early. kind of the secret agent in the backline of Alter Ego. Sakura as well here for E Arena, spotting out onto Refus on the drive up. Couldn't get himself behind any hard cover, so he falls.
Yeah, it's a really hard push. APG, they couldn't send all their players down either. Refus was sent in as almost a sacrificial lamb to try and get an opening knock, but they couldn't afford to have all their team down there just in case they had to pivot. They also don't know that Ida's a weakened squad, in which case maybe they could have put pressure there. There is so many sidelines as you're passing through, though. It is unlikely that Alpha gets too much further into this game.
Easy's been able to get the backstab onto Rosemary. This is what he was waiting for so long. You kind of forgot he was there, and you paid the comeuppance because of it. Even more damage from Easy, actually. That's onto Thundertalks. For a solo dolo for Power, still being able to steal away some additional points is actually huge.
I mean, finally gets taken down, but what a run from them. 9 Elins on the match. That's a good result. That's a great result. I don't know if they just got into placement point range there, but even so, it would have just been the 1 point anyway. But that does drop Alter Ego from a 4-man down to a 3, and you're losing your main man, Mr. Rosemary. Not always easy. And then again, Alva as well as Krypton have been having a big step up. It is not just the Rosemary show anymore. There's plenty more to this team.
Might actually be a good storyline for us in the booth and the viewers at home as well, because that's something we've been trying to hammer home, right? How important Alva's been for this squad. And I think this is the sort of game where this trio can prove, just like Rosemary said. It's
सबैजनाले सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला मेरो च्यानललाई।